Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. Did you miss me? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. Did you miss me? I'm sure you missed seeing my handsome face, but don't worry, don't worry. We got a new camera. Actually, let me know how you think it looks. How do you think it looks? I got a little webcam instead of a full ass damn camera setup. That was too much. So we got a little webcam, and now you're going to always see my face. So I hope you appreciate it. But ladies and gentlemen, today you're going to learn how to do automatic or dynamic PDF generation type thingy. Basically, if you want to generate some sort of invoice or some custom email, not what am I trying to say? I don't even know. You want to create a PDF. That's what you want to do. All right. I'm a demo it. Let's go. So in here, I'm using Nordcraft, one of my favorite tools. If you don't have it already, go to the link in the description and click on that and sign up for an account and pay for it. That is an affiliate link, and it's at no extra cost to you, but I do get some kickback, so I do appreciate it. So, oh, that's for if you want to build any sort of SaaS or web apps. Okay, continuing. So here in Nordcraft, all I have is the make.com webhook so that I can just pass some dynamic data via this form to make.com to pretend like a customer filling it in or something like that. So what I have going on here is we have the webhook, and then we're using a free tool called PDF Monkey. Now, PDF Monkey allows you to generate 20 of these sort of PDFs for free a month. So you get 20 free generations per month. So after we generate the document, we'll get into the setup after the demo here. We're just going to get the actual file for it, and then I'm going to upload it to Supabase just in case you're someone that wants to store it in a database instead of having it in PDF Monkey. And then we are returning it via, sorry, we're returning the link to it via the webhook response here so that back in Nordcraft, we can have it open a new tab to show you the file. Okay. Enough talking. Let's demo this. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Already have some data filled in, and we're going to do, actually, I'm going to do it in a new tab so you can see the whole, open a new tab and everything. So let's do Acme again and just do 123. So Acme is the company name, and 123 was supposed to be like their address. All right. Let's generate. So this is now loading everything in make.com. I'm going to go, well, I'll try to go back before it opened. But as you can see here, here is our PDF with the Acme name, our address, and so on and so forth, right? So let's see what's actually going on here in PDF Monkey. So in PDF Monkey, when you create your account, you're going to land at this templates screen. And this is where you will design your templates to be used for the generations. So it's not like AI generated or anything like that. You have to actually map the fields sort of like you would creating a template. And then when the data gets passed to it, it is just placing the information there. So if we come over here to add a template, we can see that there's a few of them. For our example, we're going to be using the bill, but you can see that they even have ones where you can generate like actual graphs and charts and such. I'll just call this test. So you can see here, like this is actually generating like charts, and it looks good, right? So on the left hand side, you're going to see the HTML that is creating this PDF and the CSS for it. But the important thing to look at here is in the HTML, you can see that they're using, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You're going to see that they're using these sort of variables like followers count, right? So actually, if we come over into the test data here, we can see that here's all the data being provided to make this PDF. And we can see that that variable right here, followers count, is just being replaced with this JSON object value for followers count. That's that same 1245, as you can see right here, right? So that's pretty much all there is to using PDF Monkey. All you have to do is we can come in here and say, I want to have something for, do they have address on here? No. Let's do a note. Let's do a note. I'll do an H2, and I'm just going to copy what they have here. And I'm going to do, let's just call it note, like that. So it's the two curly braces, and then whatever your variable is going to be named. So like note, or we can do like company dot note, something like that, right? So we're just going to do note, and in test data, I'm going to pass note here, and we're going to say you guys rock, right? And we can save this, and it will generate. Oh, missing. I forgot to add a comma. There we go. And then we can save this, and it'll generate, and we can see the preview. So we can see here, this is that H2 that I added right here. And I added the variable note, and then test data, I provided note, and it placed it in. So pretty cool, pretty cool. So you can create pretty much whatever sort of layout you want and all the information that you want to show, so on and so forth. All right. So you understand how it works. I'm going to delete that one. Now, let's go ahead and put everything together, right? So I will go into scenarios here, and I'm going to add a new scenario. And the first thing we're going to need is a webhook. Now, you don't have to use webhook, but I just imagine this is probably the most likely scenario most will see themselves in. So we're going to be using webhook, and so we're just going to press that. We're going to do custom webhook. Then I actually should have had one created already. Yeah, I have one created. Why does it, why did it not show me there? Webhooks. Yeah, custom webhook. Okay, I guess we're doing everything brand new. All right, I'm gonna call this PDF Monkey V2, something like that, right? And we're going to save that. So now after this, we're going to need to have a JSON module, just called create JSON, right? And we're going to go get the test value for the template that we want to use. So back here in PDF Monkey, I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to go to test data, and I'm going to just copy all that and bring that back into make here. And I'm doing everything brand new. We're going to do PDF Monkey. I'll do V2 again here. And we're going to press on generate, and we're going to paste the sample data, hit generate. And now you can see that this created all the fields and values that we need for our JSON string thingy, right? We're going to save that. Now it's going to want us to map things. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to save everything, and then I'm going to do run once on this. Well, I have to get this new address actually. So over here I will just do like that. That should just update that. Okay. I'll do run once, and we'll trigger it here in Nordcraft, and we got accepted. And then we can see here in the webhook, we got the company, the products, and the invoice. And here in the JSON module, now I can do name, address, I can map the products, and I can do the total without that, right? And we can say that. All right, cool. So what we need, what just happened? So what we need next is we need PDF Monkey. So the next module is going to be PDF Monkey, and it's going to be generate a document. Now, if you don't have the connection for PDF Monkey already, what you're going to do is you're going to press that add connection button that you see. You're going to come over to PDF Monkey and go into your settings right here. So your account, my account, and you're going to copy this API secret key bring that into make.com and paste there, save that and create that connection. Then you will see this screen. And then here, we're going to select whatever the account is. So that's the same email that I signed up with. And here's the template that I've been showing you guys that I created. And then we're going to need to pass the dynamic data, the JSON that is expecting to generate this document with, which we just created in this JSON string right here. Okay, then we're going to save that. Then after this, we're going to do a HTTP request. We're going to do get a file because we now actually want to download the file that we get from PDF Monkey to then upload to our database if you want to do that, right? So the URL that we're going to put here is from PDF Monkey. It's going to be the download URL. So we're going to put that in there, and that's where we will download the file from and hit save. So if you want, we can go ahead and test this out real quick. I have to be careful because I don't know how many times I've generated these PDFs yet. So I might be getting close to that limit. So you can run it, you can test it, but I'm going to keep adding modules. Okay. Next, if you want to do Supabase or store in whatever database you want, you can put that here. So I will do Supabase and I want to upload a file, right? And I already have the connection made. All you got to do is click on add connection and go get your ID, your project ID, and your service key, I guess, from Supabase. Paste that in and create that connection. Then you will see this screen. And the bucket I already created is called files, and it's a public one. We can actually check this out real quick. So over here in Supabase, I have in the storage section, I have a bucket called files, and it's public just to make things easier for this demo. And what we're going to do is if you want, you can do map. And I'm going to do map because I want to customize the name of the PDF to probably be something like the company name, then .pdf. And then we're going to upload the data. And I'm going to hit save on that. Now, if you want to return the link to the file back to your front end, back to your app or whatever, then what we must do is we must add one more module being webhook response. Don't let me press on that. There we go. Okay. And now for the body of this, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pass back the key from Supabase because that'll be basically the URL since it's public. You just use the URL. So that'll be the URL to open the actual file. All right. And then we're going to save. Okay. I'm going to save this and refresh because things are glitching out. Yeah. Everything looks good to me. So then over here in Nordcraft, on the success of this make automation thing, we should get back the URL. So what I'm doing is I created a open new tab action, and then in there, I'm just concatenating my Supabase link, and then we are adding the data that we get back, which should be the actual link to the file. So then if I open new tab here, or I actually show you the code for it, it's literally just open a new tab. I'm sure you could have guessed that. So if we come back over here and let's type in a name, let's do Stark Industries. I don't know the address. I don't remember where it's at. I'm gonna just do New York, right? Yeah, I don't think you can see that, but we'll do run once. So this will actually run. Then we'll do generate, run over back over here to make.com and we can see it in action. There it is. It just created the PDF. We downloaded it, we uploaded it to Supabase, and then returned the URL. So we can see here, here's our Stark Industries PDF document. And ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it. You can create any PDF you want, and it's that simple. I actually really like this tool. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, do two things. One, like the video, comment on what you'd like to see more of, and subscribe for more content. Two, if you want deeper dives, if you want access to me, my templates, and everything like that, head to the first link in the description. That is for our community where we are currently accepting waitlist members at a very discounted price. So we're only letting in 25 people at this discounted rate, and then the price will like 1.5 to 2x. So make sure you get in now if you are interested in that. And yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, happy building.